Hi friends, in this lecture we will study how to create calligraphic brush in Illustrator. In order to create the calligraphic brush, we first click on the brush tool from the toolbar. Then we click on the brushes icon. If this icon is not available in your custom bar, you can always click on window and select brushes. Now after selecting brushes, I want to create a new brush. So I will select new brush from here. Now it will ask me what kind of brush you want to make. Do you want to make a calligraphic brush, a scatter brush, art brush, bristle brush, or the pattern brush? So I want to create the calligraphic brush. So it is selected and I click on OK. Now here it asks me for the name for the brush. So supposing I will give it the name as Sam's calligraphic brush. You can give any name of your choice to the brush. Now after this I will give the angle for the calligraphic brush as 45 degrees. So keep in mind for English calligraphy the brush which is selected is of 45 degrees. Then for the roundness I select the roundness as 0. And for the size I select something like 6 point. Now over here if you are having a pressure sensitive device like a Wacom tablet, then you can select pressure. If you are working with the mouse, it will be fixed. And in the variation I give the variation as the something like 20 and then click on OK. So you can see a brush is created called as the Sam's calligraphic brush and it is now selected. So now you can see my cursor is also changed into the calligraphic mode. And now I can begin my calligraphic work. So usually I recommend that bring some guidelines down which will help you work with your calligraphic mode better. So I'll use the selection tool and I'll bring one guideline here, and the reason why it's not visible is if you click over here you have to say show guides. I'll clear all the old guides. I will just say view guides, clear guides, and I'll bring one new guideline here and a new guideline here, and then I use the brush tool. I ensure that the Sam's calligraphic brush is selected and I am ready to begin my calligraphy. So let's begin. And you can even edit them once you have done your work. You can also add some embellishments this way to balance your calligraphic artwork. Okay. And you can add some dot elements as well to make your calligraphic really stand out. So friends, in this lecture we have studied how to use the calligraphic brush. Now the use of calligraphy is very important in illustration and it requires continuous practice. So I would request you to make multiple such projects which involve small quotations, writing it down, take help of guidelines, make usage of the direct selection tool, and you can even alter them. Okay, like if I find that my n is too close by, I can take it slightly away. Okay, I can adjust them up, down, whatever I wanted and bring it to a perfection. So that's how you can become a good calligraphic artist. And calligraphy has a great demand in illustration. So if you're good in calligraphy and people know that, then definitely you'll get lot of work in this particular scenario. Calligraphy can also be used in your mother tongue. If you're using a specific script like Devanagari, Urdu, or any kind of script, you can make some beautiful calligraphic works using the calligraphy feature of Illustrator. So friends, with this we end this lecture on how to work with calligraphic brush. We'll see you once again in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.